All right, ladies, what is going on? I know I'm a little late, like normal, like always. Actually, I'm early, depending on how you want to look at that stream or the stream and everything. But either way, I am here now, and we are still on Richland, Ohio. But I decided to do something a little different. I finally got my MP server up, everything loaded in. That is why I'm later than what I thought I was scheduled, trying to upload everything. Still trying to get the map to load in and all that fancy mumbo jumbo. But I decided rather than going back to that other farm that I tried twice here now, I'm going to build my classic farm. I think I got enough in here that I should be able to do it. And the best place to do it, well, we're looking at it. I'm going to go for more of a bee farm. So we don't necessarily need a big free stall, tie stall, or any of that stuff. And with this barn right here, I think it just needs a bit more stuff added to it, to tell you the truth. And gonna do a farm right in this, so I got like a nice long lane to work my way back out. I got the pasture here, and then with this also you got another driveway going down there. And then this one comes all the way back in here into our back fields. So I really like this area. I wish H would have put a nice farm there. How far can we go back? Come on. I gotta turn dev controls on for that. Okay. I got a few more things to do. Uh, when it comes to running a server, I forgot a lot of things. But we're all good. Mojo Joe. Mojo Joe. Good afternoon. Midwest, how you doing? Ha, he can't only listen. Alright, let's buy up this area. I wanted this field right here for sure. That ain't too expensive. I did not want that whole field. I was not expecting that. I wonder why he didn't separate that. I would have separated it. It's actually separated fields, just not separated farmlands. We're going to have to work our way into it, but I bought that field for the oats. These two are corn, which I'm good with. There and there. I guess we'll have to work our way towards that one. We're going to lose a lot of money building the farm. Yeah, let's see how this is going to play out. I don't even know if I put any good houses in, to tell you the truth. Got a few. What color is this? Huh. What is this? Oh, that's American Farm House. Looks like it's built out of barns. But we'll go with the good old blue trusty. What way should it face? Alright, never mind. We're gonna build up our sheds first. Yeah, that's his 3-bay. Which is for a 4X, not a 1X. And I can't change the colors on these, which I should have done something with. Oh well. I ran out of time today. I thought I had a lot of time on my hands. I guess not. Dang. Close. What do we... It is white and green. I don't know if I'm gonna have anything else to keep that up with all the other buildings or not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You see, we gotta paint this stuff ourselves. Come on, server, work. I guess I didn't have the level areas and all that stuff on this mod. Alright, I see what I did. So you come back in. I want a nice little bale shed, or at least an open face shed. That's why I want this one so bad. It's not necessarily going to be used for bales because you got the loft up there, but just to have a nice open shed on the farm in general. I got a few in here, but I'm thinking I'm missing a few also. Ooh, that would work out pretty good. Where's the white? Go back to white. Alright, go. Left shift. No, wait. Ooh. There should be a green color in here that I'm looking for. Yes. Green trim, green roof. Bingo. It's a little bit different, but I'm in. Alright, so where's my other door? There's only one door on this one? I suppose so. Man, oh man, I'm lost for words right now. It's a white roof, black roof. Oh, thanks, ODF. Appreciate you too, bud. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with this other shop. It was going to work out. There it is. Just got to figure out the right placement for it. I don't want everything to seem like it's all in the back. I want to see like... there was a little bit of growth, maybe not a lot. Quit jumping around. Put it right at the edge of the barn. This one I'll fix colors on later because I know it doesn't have color options. Why isn't anything changing? Let's do this then. Something's not happy. Typical MP servers. On this game. I think we're just gonna have to do a big number and go after it. Because I almost guarantee everything in the shed is still corn. Too fast, too fast. Oh yeah, that's right. My F12. Anybody else have an issue with F12 or Easy Dev controls? My F12 button quit working. I didn't know if that was just me or not. One corn stalk to deal with. Up on a little hill or a hill. That one needs to come down. Okay, perfect. Get the humanoid out of the way. Oh, I see. It kind of sank in like that. Alright. That's just fine. Huh. That's not gonna work. Okay. At least we got our boundary there. I'll level this out just a smidgen. Oh wait, wrong elevation. Oh, wrong one. What's everybody up to? Dan, how you doing, man? Is that a bush I can get rid of, or am I stuck with it? Probably stuck with it. Oh, I can get rid of that. Goodbye. Alright, now let's get the shed placed. And then we'll be on to buying things. again. Ooh. I don't want to close it off that bad. I wanted it to be like right on the edge of this barn. So you could still get some stuff through it. I bet it messed that up again, because now it probably won't level. I always extend my level areas out just a smidge, so I got room to smooth them off or create a slope out of them. Oops, wrong way. That should smooth out pretty good. One last building. Not that one. Go away. It's a little big. Gotta make them smaller, Legacy. Alright. Right there. Ditto. Good with it. I didn't want it all the way in the back, because we gotta put some bends in yet. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This one? Yes, this one. Boom and boom. Perfect. But they're not gonna sit right. Although they did. Int. I got that one set way too freaking high. Let's see what I can manage here. I bet they set high again. Okay. Yep. I figured. Cheesy blaster. Yeah, ODF. You can get rid of the trees with using easy dev controls. You just gotta delete them. Turn your delete thing on like you see me do. And then you put your key binding to whatever you want that key to be. I have mine set to delete. Once you turn it on, you can go over there, hit delete, and it's boop, gone. Still raises it. What the heck do I got going on with this? It shouldn't even be raising it, and that's irritating me. I want to see something here. I bet it does it again. If it raises it, yep, it's the mod. Alright. The worst part is that's my own mod. Huh. Level this again. And then we're going to go down. Said down. but it doesn't like to do it in the perfect square that I want. But that's a little too much. Let's see. I'm gonna leave it alone. Oh, come on. I always hit that button too many times. Alright, what do I got going on here? Supposed to level it out from the bends. There you go. Or not. A little bit of elevation difference, I guess. We'll smooth it all out and about here in a bit. That shed got a little high on me, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Come on, go away. Been doing a terrible job at watching the chat. What's up, simulation? CFL, I have a lot of private mods on the server currently. Maybe someday I'll make a public server here. As of right now, I was not going to. Okay, so this is not going to be the same grass. Darn. We're just going to roll with it though. It's all we got. I better put that to some grass. We can come back with some dirt later. I want to, at some point in time, when I figure out a little bit more stuff here, simulation, I'd like to do a MP save. It's something I wanted to do for quite a while. It's just a matter of the right group of people and the right map. And then, honestly, I'd have to actually go back through and double check what is all public nowadays. I got so many testing mods in here because usually I forget to go get the public ones, or when they release them after testing. I got a little grass in there. Alright, we are going to say we do not have enough money for rock. The driveway. But I'll put some little bit of rock down. But definitely no rock in the open face shed. Good old pole barn. Leave a little grass hanging out there. Little side that gets some sun. Why do I feel like I'm talking like Bob Ross? I need to get some more. What lines work? It's a little sketchy on painting here. That's pretty steep too. Probably could have lowered that down. I see that I gotta fix. Irritating, man. I tell you, I'll give you props if you can build a good farm in FS22. Maybe we should have like a build off someday. And I don't mean on a level flat ground. I mean through elevation difference. Because this is a pain in the butt. Alright, come back with a little bit more gravel. Kind of like... I really should have got rid of that grass. Oh well. Bushes, no, no, no. Couple things, couple patches of grass here and there. And then we're going to turn a little bit more gravel. Add to them away. And act like we had this gravel at one point in time. Alright, I can't take it. The grass has got to go right in this section. I'll come back and put dirt in there, I guess. Why isn't the grass disappearing? Alright, now one last thing, I gotta get a house in here. Because it's not complete until you put a house on a farm. I want it so it greets the people as they come in. Yeah, we're going to go this way. It didn't look like that placed it very good, but we'll find out. Oh, that makes your edges look really good when you got row crop. Looks smooth. I don't have any like decorative swing sets or anything in my mod folder. I know I don't have any of them for a fact. Because it's a farming game and you're only allowed to farm on a farming game. Alright, we'll level this up quick. No, Jake. Nobody else is around. Everybody else has to work but me. It's a rain day. Level. I should have brought that out a little bit farther from the shed. Alright, now we can smooth. Smooth it off, make it look like we knew what we were doing. Should have brought that out a little bit farther from the house, I guess. But how's that look? Still steep. Real steep, actually. Bring it out one more notch so I got enough room to kind of do all this. Maybe it'll lift up the driveway a little bit as we do it too. Nope, it only takes it down. It used to like level it out where it'd pick it up to match everything. Because I guess we're just out of that nowadays. Forgot one thing. I need a good fuel barrel. Containers. Do I have that classic one in here? Ah, I don't have the one on the stilts. Giant's little hand pump one. It's just gonna have to work. Paint my grass in, and I think we're ready to play. Okay, that's cute. What's going on there? Oh, there it is. Just gotta have faith that it's going to plant it. It's going to work. It's going to be fine. It's just fine. If I can get my fingers on the keyboard in the right places, it'd be nice. Okay, I don't like that. You need to stop that. There, now it worked. Dang thing. And a little bit of concrete. Do we have concrete? We have concrete. A little bit of concrete coming off the steps. Out to the driveway. That's it. That's all we can afford. There you go. Alright, I like it. I think. I better paint some gravel on the driveway, otherwise it's going to look really bad. You know, the banker might not like that. Spend all that money everywhere else. Jake, I don't know if I'm going to jump in Discord just yet. Let me finish building this farm first. Get off of there. Alright, fine. We'll just rock the whole thing. I really didn't want to. I wanted to leave that nice strip down the center, but it ain't working right now. Easy ride. Couple mud spots, it's alright. I think it's so challenging because we changed the grid on this for row crops. That's my opinion anyways. So it moved all the squares a lot closer together. Come on. Come on. Are you kidding me? I gotta buy that chunk of land. You put the lane right there and you can't give me that chunk of land? That's a lot. But I gotta do it. Because it's gonna drive me nuts if I don't. Oh, there is one thing I forgot to tell you guys. My track IR came in. Actually got it in last night. I was going to stream last night, and then I decided to do Battlefield and set up my track IR. So it only works in the cab of a vehicle, which I'm fine with. The only issue is it's a little bit touchy. So you guys are going to have to kind of bear with me here on this one. Where am I going to buy my equipment at? Let's go like right here. Oh crap. Flight state on. Alright, you're good. There's no other way to this field back here? Really? We're gonna have to think skinny, boys. No, I'm gonna put in a wider gate. Because I don't want to get a header trailer. Oh yeah, put in a wider gate. Look at the guy flying right there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. How about this one? No? Do they work? It's a good question. Okay, they work. I wonder if I can hide it with the object hider. Ooh, what is that? Control H? Where are you at? I know you're somewhere in here. Alt H. Doesn't matter. I don't want to hide gate trigger. I just want to hide. Okay, that don't matter. That ain't gonna work. Well then, I guess we're stuck with it. A header trailer, aren't we? Come on, Easy Dev. Why are you not working? Because it's the freaking MP server, is my guess. Can't hide it, can't delete anything. Something's freaking out. So, first things first. Gotta get a skid loader. Oh, what's in here? Okay, nothing good. New Holland, of course. I'm good with everything. Oh, why is there a mass amount of lag now? Did I just break everything? Pretty sure I just broke everything. Huh. I did it again, ladies. Terrible. Oh boy, I didn't even save. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if that comes back. We'll just see here. What the heck? Where'd my stuff go? Alright. Come on, play nice now. I thought I had something down here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, we just need to lease that for a little bit. Alright, where is the actual... Did I really mess that up? I'm looking for another file here. Give me a second. Or 5. Did I really delete that? I'll be angry. That was a lot of work I did this morning. One second, ladies. I gotta find this file. Thank God. That was close. I would have been PO'd if that would have actually not been in my trash folder or trash bin, however you want to put it. Alright, let's see if I can go get these trees out of my way to make a path over there. I broke it in my toy? We did something here. I really don't know what's going on right now. I never had this one happen. Any of you guys? Oh man, this sucks. What should we do? Try to save and come back in? I'll be back. Alright, Jake, you should be able to see my streaming channel now. I guess if you're still here. What's up, dude? You muted yourself or you server muted? Oh, you should be good.
I should be unmuted now.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, that's the rough part I always hate about doing farm builds.
Ah, dude, I'm more PO'd that it freaking crashed on me. So hopefully this other map I just put in will work. Dude, when it happens like that bad, I'm done. I'm done for a while.
Yeah, I sometimes got a short fuse. One little thing will set me off a little bit, and then I get a little PO for the rest of the day.
I should be fine once I get this one up and started, but it's taken forever. Alright, let's I just want to get a farm set up and everything before I bring the stream back up, and then we should be good. Oh yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've ever actually played multiplayer on a farm sim. It's been like, I think 3 years ago since I last did that.
That's a while.
Yeah, that was back in FS19. My brother's buddy came back from, what was it, South Korea, because he was deployed.
Yeah.
And he had a week off, and I suggested to play multiplayer with him, and I just said, well, I'll send you the mods folder, and we did multiplayer for a few days. That was the last time we did that.
That's it?
Yeah, my brother's not into farm sim that much. The last time he played was FS17. That was the last time he played.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's been playing other fighting games a lot lately. He rarely ever played ATS, and the first time he played ATS, it took him 2 or 3 years since he last played it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I haven't played it for a few months at all, but I yet to still have to get the other map expansions.
It ain't bad.
I know the last one. Oh, sorry.
I like ATS, but it's still not necessarily my cup of tea.
Oh, I don't put a lot of hours into it as much as I do farm sim.
Right. See, I think my F12 button just took a crap on my keyboard, to tell you the truth. There's no rhyme or reason why it isn't working, but it works on a different key.
I always set mine differently. I used the NewPad star that's between the slash and the minus on my NewPad. That's how I set mine up.
Gotcha. I got that. I got a couple key bindings right there too. Alright guys, so we're back on Carol. I'm going to... Yeah, we're going to buy this farm. That's right. I broke it, didn't I? It's all corn. I don't know what exactly is going on with this one either. Oh. Alright, where's my fields? Not all. It ain't even picking this field up. What field am I in? 64? Let's see if it works. Test it out. Probably break it. Then just go back to my, oh god. Probably just go back to single player. Let's just see. Okay, that changed it. What mod was that broke this? I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, are you talking about what happened the last time you streamed on that?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
It's something completely different. Because now I don't even own that field. There's something else going on with it.
oh, I can see. Yeah, this seems like precision farming got a little screwed up there.
Yeah. That ain't the only thing though. What's up, Grayson? For some reason it ain't working the best. Let me go look at the log real quick of the server. Double check that.
Of course, it could take a while to try to update all that because multiplayer it takes a lot longer on a 4x map than a standard size.
Nope. It's something with the density map.
Oh yeah, that's the worst part.
There's a really bad Lua call stack in here. I wonder what that's from.
That's the worst part I hate. I tried fixing one like that months ago and I just gave up.
Alright. I'm still here, chat. I'm gonna fix this quick. And I'll be back. Trust me. Where'd that go? Go away. Oh yeah. No, not restart. Stop. Alright. I didn't save that file either. It's all sorts of struggles today. I knew I should have done it. Oh, 1025. Oh wait, I know where I got all those files yet that I need.
Huh. You did a pretty good work on those second gens.
Which ones?
It was Carnzilla's Mods Edits on Facebook. I said something about that a while ago in the chat that he was working on a second gen. He's actually got it out on his Patreon right now, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah, but some people are pointing flaws at it at the moment.
Happens with everything.
Well, kind of, yeah, I mean, it happens with everything, but what I noticed with his mods, I have a few of them that he just publicly released, is they're not too bad on the poly count.
That ain't a bad thing though. I mean,
Oh, I mean,
okay, where do you go?
no, because I have a few of his mods and I never had any lag issues at all. Probably a mod conflict mojo.
Oh boy, where is I going with the? Oh, what? Where'd that one go? Crap.
To check through your mods folder on your scripts mojo and see what script could be causing that. I don't know exactly myself because I don't have that problem.
That would be a good one to know, but I don't know what that is. What issue is wrong there either. Wait, what? Oh, cute. Everything should be good to go.
I'm glad it started to warm up down here again.
I could go without that.
Wow. Down here we don't really like the winter anymore. Yeah, but I looked into next week forecast starting Tuesday, and throughout the lake they're talking 40s and 50s.
Oh, dang. Legacy, I don't want to hear it. I'm struggling. I'm having issues. Leave me alone. It's not one of. I guess I'm just gonna probably have to stream until supper time or something. I don't know. Probably not gonna get much out. Fearsome, what's up, dude? Ah, you stupid computer. I swear.
Problems always happens on stream, but when you're not streaming, it tends to work fine, from what I heard.
It always works fine when you're not streaming.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad I don't do that right now. Just don't have a strong enough internet connection for a great upload speed right now.
You don't sound bad on
Well, yeah,
Discord, but
well, I mean, my upload speed is like what 5 or 6 right now because I got 50 on the download. But from what my brother told me and my mom, possibly this year we're gonna get that fiber optic in the town I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
And that should help boost it up a lot better. So we should get the full 50 and stuff. And depends what's going on, we might be able to upgrade to a 200 for the download and better on the upload.
Oh, if you're getting a fiber, you should get a gig. It won't.
I don't know, but it depends how much they pay, how much they charge for it.
It shouldn't be that much.
Well,
A lot of places are charging. A lot of places are charging. What I'm trying to say, 100 for a gig speed.
I'm almost paying that for the 50.
I know. That's why it ticks me off. Alright, let's try this.
I've only got Windstream down here. That's all I can get around here.
Pleasant, don't feed into him, man. Come on.
Did you get the newest update I put out there, Pleasant, for the Gleaners? That literally took me almost 2 weeks to do. Wish I would have known he was going to release the update when Pleasant View released that for Christmas, and I was like, oh, crike. Am I going to have to go through all that again just to make it look a little bit better?
Yeah, that's Jake Pleasant.
Or at least I figured out how I could change some things with the configuration now. I figured it out was just a no change. So yeah, I've got the I did the late Model N series that they were the last of the Alice Chalmers before the Deutz Alice buyout. I did all that, so whenever you switch between the N5 and 7, they'll change the numbers on them.
Gotcha.
Then I did the early Deutz Alice, like one of the first ones before they went to the R series. And then I did the 5, 6, 7. I did them 3 different ones, but I gave it 3 different options. So basically, you can just choose an R5. I put them in letters, but you have SG, which stands for small grain. You got a corn soybean, and then I did a rice and soybean special, which all I did was it's just visual change on the front decal for the crop icons.
What the heck?
Kind of did some. Oops, sorry.
You're good. Oh, crap. I know what's going on. Where the freak is it? Fucking
That's made
shite.
pleasant.
I'm actually really pissed I did all this now.
And they're done. That's what happened the last time I tried doing it, and my freaking device render errors happened, and I lost all that progress. And now I actually managed to. I finally got it fixed, so now it's working again.
Where the heck is their freaking mod at? What was the last DLC they dropped?
Premium
that
expansion. I think it was premium expansion because I know that was the last big one, and then they had the farm mode pack that you had to pay for it.
Huh. It's annoying.
Which I got a feeling this year it's going to be a little bit more slower on DLCs probably because I have a feeling the next Farm Sim game's probably going to be announced sometime.
April. If they stick true to everything they've done in the past.
Probably. I mean, I think the last time it was March last time they did that for 22. I cannot remember.
Yeah, I guess I don't remember either. I always thought it was their April.
Yeah, I wasn't very pleased with year two's DLCs. Most of it's just stuff that I don't hardly use at all. Are you talking about the placeable cow pastures, Grayson? Because I think the bell ring is where you feed them.
Legacy, I am never listening to you. So Grayson, you're going to find when you drive in there, you can put hay, bales, you can take your TMR to it. It does have the animal grazing in it if you leave the grass there. I didn't really test if you plow up the grass if it still counts or not. You dirty, tricky. Alright, there's definitely something broken with this map. And I didn't make it back up. But then, like, you'll find an area in there. Pretty much half of the pasture is the feed area. That ain't it.
I was say I never downloaded that one. I had was it LJR Farms version? He released those too, and I have them, but I never got a chance to use those. Yeah, most of my placements is usually with tie stall barns or free stalls, or I use Western Iowa's Modding's beef shed. That's what I usually use. And I just got done like an hour ago getting done on my corn harvest with the R70 for a while with that farm built on Stone Valley update.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna be waiting for Shabaki to release that update for that Iowa Plains View map that he's been working on.
That does look like a good one.
Yeah, I actually still have the original version. I have over 60 hours in that thing, and I did a farm build on it. It was pretty simple.
Ah, crap.
Hard to pronounce things a little bit. Like I say, I have a hard time.
Good question, Pleasant. Why haven't you finished your freestaller parlor yet?
I heard it a few times watching the streams on my tablet a few times Legacy. So, yeah.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm
I wasn't even.
pretty sure that's all of us pleasant.
Been there and done that countless times. I get easily distracted.
Uh-huh.
Freaking
Jeez,
fuck
everybody
has it been
keeps
lifting up.
everybody keeps calling me today. Pretty sure it's all scams.
Yep, automated. I get those all the time.
That's why we don't answer.
Freaking. Nope. If they leave a voicemail, I'll check it, and if it's just stupid stuff, just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yet they're not going to do anything to get that to stop. I think I've seen screenshots of that, Pleasant.
Extended warranty pleasant, huh?
That's still a spring chicken for a ranger.
Who?
Who dare?
This is Derry.
Oh, what's up, Derry?
The sky.
Yeah.
Not a lot of sun though, it's just clouds.
Yeah, there ain't much up there today.
Yeah, I swear if it drops 1 more ounce of rain, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, but you're out west. You always get rain out there.
I live in a place where you get no more than a foot of rainfall every year, so we have had quite a bit of precipitation.
Wow.
Tech difficulties today?
Bad. Really bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, nothing wants to work, and Legacy's blaming it all on me.
It doesn't sound loud on my end.
Squatch could have me turned up because I used to be using my laptop microphone before I got this headset.
Yep. I just checked that, and it is true.
Yeah, having a regular headset makes it a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. I used to have to lean into my laptop if I wanted to say something. It was weird.
You were on the college budget. It's all right.
Yeah, the high school budget. The college budget let me get something that has a microphone attached to it.
Oh, upgrades.
Yeah.
All right, those freaking DLCs are gone.
And everybody's been liking that 8010 series update you've been putting out.
Which update? The one that released at Christmas, or the one that I'm working on?
The one you released a month ago.
Christmas.
Gotcha.
Ah, wow. Christmas is already a month ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Time goes by fast.
Terrible. I haven't done anything with my life.
Kind of wasted mine for a while, but
I kind of
Yes.
feel like I was actually productive, but that's only when I was home for Christmas break, driving tractors and working on the farm.
I'm working on it right now, Pleasant. And yes, Legacy. You're still blaming me.
I guess it's been over 15 years since I last worked on the farm.
Ah. Junk.
I feel like this is just commercial break with Legacy ripping you to shreds.
Yeah. Typical. Why the fuck are we doing this?
What are you doing, Squatch?
What the heck is the game doing is the question.
Did you break it again?
Always.
I know that. You streaming yet or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's on a waiting screen right now.
He'll be right back.
Did you put up a BRB sign?
Intermission.
Yeah, that's exactly what the stream says. We've been on a 1-hour intermission.
Yes, pretty
Oh,
much.
Well, if you quit breaking it, it wouldn't be a problem.
Squatch, have you tried a hammer?
Oh my god, dude. No, this is now. I put the map
He's
in,
bigger
right?
hammer.
I put the map in. On the server, it is on the correct map. Yep. And it brings up Elm Creek.
That's weird.
What, on the save? Like your save game?
Server.
Yeah, I know, but is it, you talking about a save game on the server, or is it actually
A
bringing,
new game.
is it actually bringing up like the Elm Creek map or what?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That's truth, Legacy. There's no straight lines.
I wish I could actually hop on and watch the stream. I'm at work yet.
The heck?
Legacy, I really don't know if you can well, let's just say you fit that one too. Ooh, piece of candy. Huh? What? Squirrel.
I wish I could see what Legacy's saying right now. And again, I probably don't.
Just open up the stream.
Yeah, I guess I could. I guess I can multitask. Well, look.
Hard to market. It's hard for
What
me
a
to multitask.
joke.
As long as I don't drop my phone in the chain tank, we'll be good.
What?
Well, I'm skid loader. As long as I
Oh,
don't drop my phone in the chain tank, it'll be okay.
oh man. Kind of makes me remember my mom dropped her. She had one of those old flip phones, the Motorola, whatever they call them. She dropped that in the deep freeze, and I swear to God, it almost sat in there for a day, and it still freaking worked.
The old Razor flip phones.
Yeah, I had an old silver one. She had a maroon one.
Oh yeah, those things were beast.
Why can't I see the chat from the YouTube website on my phone? I don't do it 4.
Legacy has definitely hacked your phone.
If he hacks an iPhone, I'll give him props.
But you can actually see the chat on tablet and phones on YouTube. Unless I guess you have to sign in on your account to do that.
You see, and I am through my browser. Usually I can see it. That's why I don't know why I can't on here now. But I can't mute the stream when I go into the fucking YouTube app.
I never used that. I use regular Google Chrome to watch YouTube.
Well, that's what I normally do, even on my phone. Because otherwise I get a freaking echo.
It happened to me for a second, so I had to mute the stream on my browser so I don't have to hear an echo.
See, now I can't even see the...
Alright, something completely busted. And I am pissed.
Thinking I didn't even know what that noise I heard for a second there.
Well, I can't even see them. This is fucked up. What the hell? Yeah, see, my phone says no comment. What the fuck here? Ah, there we go.
Got it figured out.
Yeah, now I gotta mute the freaking stream through the app. Because it sounds really weird hearing myself in the freaking chat.
Yeah, until you decided if you want to watch it later on, that is.
Oh no, I can literally hear it play back right now.
I meant later on in the day when we're not live.
He don't rewatch it. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm too lazy for that.
Got to see what's happening live.
That is true.
Very, very intriguing what's going on right now.
Okay, so...
I can like
Huh.
scroll Facebook or do some YouTube shorts and shit. Probably get in trouble.
You want me to start streaming my stream in Discord and you can stream it on your stream?
What are you doing?
I'm attempting to build a farm on Westby.
Oh, do it.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'll stream your shit.
Give me 5 minutes. I need to kick out of the Sabian to update some mods.
Ah,
Seriously, I really wanted to put one of these barns down, but I don't know the update.
you can update it later and it'll fix it.
No, the update includes a version that doesn't have a fence around the barn.
Mmm.
Are you
It's
talking
those-
about? Sorry, go ahead.
You go ahead. I was
Well, are you talking about the lizard barns for Mr. Hector, or is that something else?
Yep, those.
I downloaded those this morning.
Yeah, I had the old version. I need to update them.
Good thing it's free, Cheesy. Not good, Farm Bros. Not good.
You know, there you quit slacking.
Hey.
Yeah, it's all
Hey,
Derry's
there's-
fault.
Yeah,
You're
now Legacy
slacking
can
and-
Legacy
Oh,
can blame me now because I'm gonna take the weight of the stream.
I was like, between your slacking and Squatches, just absolutely obliterating maps and mods and servers. I don't know who's worse.
Well, he's got to hurry up because I think I got it this time.
I'll be right back.
I'll still stream it if you want, Larry. I don't have a big issue.
Yeah, I don't mind if it gives your viewers something to look at while they listen to us being commentating. While you figure out your issue.
I already know my issue. Mental issues.
We already knew that much.
And it is working. Good, good. I didn't go full issue. No, I just got the map to finally load, not Elm Creek. That's it. I got to double check that the map's actually working. Oh, dude. Oh, you guys better wait. You better wait. I'm still thinking one of the freaking... I don't know if this map's going to work on MP or not. I don't know if the DLCs are throwing it off or what is or isn't.
You did check to make sure there's no script mods going to cause problems this time, right?
No.
Watch. Considering the giant update that just screwed a bunch of scripts up.
Alright, I'm back.
Which one do I want it to look at? I can't remember.
That's a cool screenshot.
Capture window.
You want to see what I'm working on? Let's see. Here's what I'm working on. Rebuilding the freaking axle.
What model skid
And it
loader
won't
you're
do it.
using?
Do what?
I was asking, what model skid loader is that?
It's an L785 New Holland.
Oh, I don't know much about those, really. My dad's worked on the case variants, and he hated working on them.
This is before they became pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. Are you talking about the older ones that was like, what, 90s?
This might actually be... Yeah, this is probably early 90s. Early mid-90s, I'd say.
Yeah, I think the case ones, the very old ones, yeah, I operated one a month or two ago, but I was moving, and that was the first time I drove a skid loader. It took me a while.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I grew up on mechanical controls, and I started working on equipment and got around EH controls. It was a whole new ball game, but I'll tell you what, I won't ever go back.
I can imagine trying to... Go ahead.
Because the goal, like with the pilot controls, you can operate so much more smoothly.
Yeah, kind of like the H pattern.
Yep. See, I know the newer stuff, the Holland stuff, we can switch between H pattern and what they call ISO, which we call pilot control.
Oh, that's what you mean by pilot control.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad hated those controls.
I don't
I'd
have
rather
an issue.
those.
Nope. Old school hydraulic. I do not like the case controls, but I can deal with the ISO controls, no problem.
I absolutely love them. Now, if you throw me in one that's got this one set to H pattern, I will legit switch it over.
I love H pattern just because that's what I've grown up with, running case skid loaders.
Mm.
Well, I grew up on a Bobcat with
we've got
control.
Yep.
We've got a Bobcat now, and it lets you switch between H and ISO, and I kind of like that, even though I'll probably never use H or ISO.
ISO is actually pretty good shit once you get used to it.
I'm telling you,
I'm just not at the point where I want to get used to it.
You'll not go back.
He's very
Guarantee
true.
it.
How can I get two screens to show up in my stream? That's the good question.
I don't even know how to do that, to be honest.
I can stream dairy and mine.
Man, I wish I could just fucking turn.
Just
Oh,
get
it's
more
kinda like-
monitors.
I got more monitors. I just don't know how to do it in
Oh, to have it two
Oh,
screens
gotcha.
on the same screen on the stream.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it in what the heck am I looking for?
Who
Streamlabs.
did it? Who did it when we were?
I
doing
never got
Carol's
it.
Release?
I never got it. I just brought up, or I tabbed it out and put it on my screen, and I don't want it on my screen necessarily.
Oh,
You win,
Oh,
Pleasant. I'll
that's
put
a-
your barn down.
Did you say Tyson?
Pleasant.
Pleasant.
Oh, wait, it sounded like I thought you said Tyson. I'm like, wait, what?
Where am I gonna put it?
damn it!
Everything else
Yeah.
is set the right way. Alright, let me see if I can get this.
Yeah, I had a
This
hard
sucks.
time trying to place those barns.
There we go. It'll look weird right up by the gate, but I don't care.
The only thing I didn't like about placing those barns is there's sometimes either two spots in there that has a gaping hole and you cannot cover it up.
This is my first time using it. It's been long overdue. Ooh.
I used it the first time it went on the mod hub. I was quite surprised he got it on there.
Okay, I can't just... Why's it gotta do that?
That's where you put your straw in there where those stalls are at.
Yeah. Good to know.
I
like the- I like the graded concrete in there.
Oh
That's
yeah.
probably the first barn I've seen that actually did that.
I think they did that back in the 70s before, if I remember right.
We still do it on our farm in the alleys.
Probably makes it easier to clean up any mess in there.
Well, it prevents the cows from slipping as easily.
Oh yeah.
I'll
They
put
used to-
texture on it.
They used to have something like that back when I was little, back in the early 90s. But nowadays they don't have things like that.
I guess
we go. I like
nobody
that
looks
spot
up
better.
here.
Ooh. What the heck? I broke
yeah,
it.
see that? Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Alright, there you guys go.
There's a
Is it-
button on Discord. You can hide the names and it makes it bigger. That helps at all. Right on my gray section, or my user's gray block, just below the stream, there's a little arrow with people on it.
Arrow with people on it?
Yeah, so you see how the 5 of us have icons across the bottom? Look on my icon. Like it's on it. There you go.
Perfect. That works.
I gotta get around. I gotta get around and change my profile picture. I haven't done that yet. I don't even know what I want to put on.
Yeah,
Seriously,
just put a tractor on it.
this is where I need my third monitor now. I'm almost gonna have to just pop this open in my phone to keep an eye on chat. I knew I should have bought that
I
freaking
really-
monitor, dude. I knew it.
I want a better icon than what I've got, but I guess it'll do for now.
I was gonna say you could have almost set your old laptop up and just that way you could use it to monitor the chat.
Oh, yeah, I know. I need to get my freaking video card, capture card out, honestly. And I need to start doing that through my, put it through my freaking laptop.
And I thought Derry was a slacker. You're worse.
Why?
You put off way more than he does. At least he's putting off updating mods.
Hey, hold on. How am I slacking? That was worth the 14 months.
Yeah, I'm good with it. You shut your mouth there.
Yeah, it took a while to get those updated 8000 and 8010 series. Now, the last time when I ran on the old one, which I still have the old version, I had an 8300 two-wheel drive on Edgewater, and I used it just for my planting tractor.
Please burn the old one with fire, respectfully.
Well, I did that when I downloaded the update in case something went wrong with the new update. I'm not dead in the water. I keep
Yeah,
old
I
version. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you out.
I should hope there's nothing wrong with the new one, because I haven't gotten any bug reports, and that usually means people love it enough or they just don't pay attention.
Well,
Yeah.
I would like to say that I've paid attention and used it, but I have had my computer shut off for like 4 weeks now, so I can unplug from everything basically. So
Yeah, at
I
least
still haven't touched it.
yeah, at least the front wheel assist has got the better rims on it now.
Yeah, way better. It was getting along with K-Serius's, but having the brand correct ones really helps. It almost
Yeah.
didn't have them. There's a lot
Yeah,
of things that almost didn't happen on that tractor, and that's why the weight is definitely worth it.
Needless to say, you're not the only one that's had stuff on tractors that aren't right. There's one on Mod Code right now like that.
The JA Modern one?
No, actually, it's on the blue side. There's that T8
Oh,
with the US spec wheels.
oh.
T8s don't have black hubs.
Say I don't know much about my New Holland stuff that well.
The hub spacer in the middle is black, but like the hub disc on the rim is not black.
Oh, that the rim slides on?
Yeah, or
Oh.
like your center dish.
Yeah, I know.
They're supposed to be
see what you're
white.
talking about. Yeah, I see what you're talking about now. Because I think Case they still had black on theirs.
Case is still black in the middle with a gray rim.
Yeah. Anymore, it's New Holland cases are starting to look identical a little bit.
They are the exact same tractor. Minus a little bit differences in transmissions.
Yeah, Three Sons. This is Carroll, Iowa by DR Modding. Because the other
I
one
love the
throws
mute.
it too.
It's gonna be noisy.
Well, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see the ground issues.
Just build a fence around it a little bit, like act like it's got to be blocked off.
We'll let the cows out.
Yeah, make it a pasture.
There's
Come
probably
back
so
to the-
well.
They'll come back in
Go
the
ahead.
barn and get fed.
My problem with this freaking skid steer is it's freaking noisy. It rattles all kinds of shit.
Kind of glad my dad finally retired where he was working.
Ah, really? I forgot to put all them other ones in? Darn.
I question my decision on becoming a mechanic though all the time. I'm 33 and it's already wearing me out.
Mm-hmm.
I know Scotch knows I broke my foot back over the summer at work.
Well, my dad
got
uh,
grinded in 2 places in my shoulder from doing this stuff. That's fun.
my dad blew his right kneecap out just randomly at work back in late 2019.
I bet that was fun.
That just comes with old age.
Well, he's worked there since '97.
Which...
I got to mute again.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I never actually used that work speed mod.
It's nice when you don't agree with other ones.
Well,
Sometimes...
When the work speed's not right.
Yeah, sometimes I turn it up, sometimes I turn it down.
Damn, a little bit more.
I just go with the speed that the hitter can only go.
Which is usually okay unless you got JCLs.
Yep, because he got him to 3 mile an hour.
That's why I went in the XML and not cranked him up.
Oh, hey,
That
yeah,
is the
that's
only
right.
thing I don't like about his. Like, I love those combines more than tired irons just because he put the right interactive control in, but other than that, it can be a little tough.
Yeah,
I'm quite
yeah, they
surprised.
can.
I'm quite surprised he got a manure spreader out already. Well, it's not released, but he showed a picture of it.
Oh, that little kid. Yeah, he works quick because he doesn't have much else to do.
Man, he's got a spreader coming out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, an old IH manure spreader. It's one of the small ones.
Really?
And it's a lot better than trying to reskin that John Deere one that's been around since FS13.
No kidding.
Yeah, I know Scooter, he did that back in 19, and I had that one when I pulled it behind an 806, but I didn't use it that much.
Yeah, I'm going 30 foot.
Oh yeah, well, let's see. If I remember right, I think the 2388 and maybe the 2366 get into a 30-foot okay, but you're pushing a lot of material through that.
The biggest problem is going to be the lift cylinders.
Yeah, unless they order them with the heavy-duty lift cylinders.
Yep.
Why do you have your console open, Derry?
Just checking file names and stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm a nerd like that.
I only do that when I go test the mod and see if there's any errors.
I like checking some of the errors too.
If it's something simple, go ahead.
It's at the point where I need to know that there's not a ton of errors with the mod, otherwise I might just not use it at all.
That happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me,
Scott, you remember that conversation we had with DR about having somebody to find all them problems?
Oh,
we
I
got
know.
a guy.
Yeah, why did none of those get found in testing? I figured you'd have so many months of Patreon testing there wouldn't be errors.
I still think he uploaded the wrong file.
Oh.
What I've been wondering. There's, well,
He gets busy
I don't know.
with life.
No,
if
I.
anybody else has noticed. What?
Go ahead, Tillman.
I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but for some reason, there's something happened with that EMR ranch house. Because I remember that was one that had some stuff floating and stuff, all that on it, like wheelbar and stuff was floating.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it got removed. I guess it must have did something in there. But that stuff got removed. I don't know what. But it's causing a ton of freaking errors on that house. Like Lewis script errors for some reason.
Oh, I
one,
know.
Which map was that? Which map was that?
Tahitian.
Oh, I don't even have that one. I'm not even going to bother with it.
I don't know what happened. I'm just speculating, but I didn't even download the public version, I guess, either, so.
Yeah, I haven't either.
4X, every time I play a 4X, I get lots of frame drops.
I'm gonna tell you the exact same thing I tell everybody else
Oops.
in the co-op. Turn your graphics down and it'll get better.
Yeah, I had that happen on Westby. I did fix that by going in there in the Giants editor and just lower the clip distance stuff down, and that seemed to work as long as I don't turn it down too far where like I ain't got no terrain in the background.
See, I don't know if you've seen some of the conversations in here in the co-op with the frame rate issues and stuff, but a lot of legit. So my computer runs. I think it's a 1660 card. I have a Ryzen 5 with it's a dual graphics cable card, which don't really mean jack, and 32 gigabytes of RAM, and I can't remember what my processor is, but it's not much. And I literally have to turn my graphics completely down.
Mine's a 5600X, which is a 6-core, 12-thread. Got 16 gigs of RAM. I think I got the E550, or I don't remember which motherboard it is. It's the that was one of my brothers, and I have a 3060 with the 12 gig VRAM, so it's somewhat high end.
I've heard mine is.
Yeah.
This is also on a laptop, mind you.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
The performance issues definitely show on that map because I know a guy running a 4090 with some pretty good components under the case, and he's still finding FPS issues.
Oh yeah. There.
Well,
It has a lot to do with the way the trees are done, and then the amount of mods that you are dynamically loading all at once.
Mm-hmm.
So as you go around and whatnot, and I've found over time I play that map, it actually gets better. Just because your shader cache and everything starts.
Yep. Loading it all up.
Yep.
I noticed that since 22, when you get to a good tree area, your freaking graphics card talks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Never had that problem since FS 15, 17, and 19. I never had that issue unless you put too many in one spot.
Which the biggest thing is the way DR does its trees and the bushes part of it all. It looks extremely realistic. It looks really great and everything. So you got a couple different options. Go lower the clip distance of your trees down. Go lower your graphics settings on your game down. All that
Or just
stuff.
go in
but-
and or just go and remove some of the stuff you don't need.
Right.
So that's what I had to do back on Tyson's map, Mercer. There was 2 barns that was like ungodly lagging me out, and I'm like, I gotta take those out. And they didn't serve any purpose anyway to me, so I took them out and it helped.
I do have more mods than I could probably count.
I purged my mod folder for a while. I used to have a little over 1,000, but I purged it down to 700.
Yeah, I purged mine. I had a hell of one, and then I took the whole thing out and restarted.
Yeah, but a lot of my
Everybody.
mods came from the mod hub.
Let's see if I can finally use Lancey's shop. I feel like it's always orientated the wrong way to put on any of the builds I do.
Yeah, Jake, Legacy nailed that one. Finally getting back out of the holiday season and everything. Okay, I don't know how I feel about Track IR yet.
I thought about that for like ATS, so it made it so much easier to look around. So when you got to make the turn, I don't have to move the mouse and then quickly grab my shifter to put it in gear just to take off.
Well, right, I agree with you, but I don't.
It
sit
definitely
still.
feels weird.
It does. Mike Tyson had a hard time doing with his head track back in Autumn Oaks.
Yep, definitely remember those.
I'm just trying to tool around with it, get it centered out right. Then I should
I
be
almost had
fine. That ain't bad.
I almost had a laugh when he almost went into a telephone pole when he was trying to take some water.
See, if Scout was around, I'd tell you to ask him about that track IR and setting it up. 'cause
Oh, I got it set up. It's just like sometimes I sit close to the like this. See, you move closer, it moves the camera closer
I
and
can-
everything.
see right now.
Oh, yeah. So it's like it all matters about your position, and then I move around so freaking much when I sit here. I'm never sitting in the same freaking spot.
I'm the same way.
That's why I'll never run that.
Before I get rid of it. Well, before I get rid of it. Dang it! I don't get your updated one. Are you me?
Hang on a sec, I'll be back.
I think this is the test version, Derry.
That's not even the test version. That's the old one that can burn in fire.
Yeah.
You either need the one with the gray logo or the one with the white outline on the blue logo.
I know what you're talking about.
I had a bit of an identity crisis in the testing phase.
Couldn't figure out which way you want your boat to float, huh?
Well, I thought it was going to have a new logo, but then I decided against it because I didn't like the new contrast on the colors, so I just kind of fixed up some of the elements of it, put a white border around it. I liked it a lot more.
I do like the new logo better than the old one.
It didn't really change much. I just fixed some orientations. But yeah, I like how it turned out.
It looks better though.
Also, Legacy, I don't want to barge into Squadge's stream too much, but I really like this shop you did. This little dirt shop has been my favorite.
Yeah, Jake, just so you know, Meg Creek 19 is... I'd put that as the same thing for Tahitian, dude. So if you're okay with doing it for Tahitian, or I mean Meg Creek, you should have no problem doing it for Tahitian. It's not your guys' computer to the fault. It is literally a game. I'm not saying it's built perfect, and I'm trying to tell you that the game's not built perfect. It's never going to work perfectly. We all been here, done that way too much with Giants.
Yeah, biggest problem is their freaking engine.
Mm-hmm.
They won't do nothing to change it.
Ooh, nice chrome stack. But I like
The only thing that says you change it is if they actually get some competition and, you know, a squad gets his stuff going and actually get the console game out. Then we might see some change finally.
We'll see some change eventually, but it's going to take so much.
I just wish somebody would actually give them competition because it'd happen a whole lot faster.
Oh, I know. I guess we're gonna struggle pulling the 1196 around.
You're gonna put that on an 8000 or a Genesis?
Genesis.
Yeah, you might struggle a bit.
Your 8000 struggled too.
Yeah, it will. Just that horsepower range.
Oh, I know.
Because I think they both top out at 240 and 270 respectively.
You're not wrong. But I thought I had some other ones in here, which I don't.
Gotcha.
Let's see here.
Is that a testing save for Carol?
It's actually a server test.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those... I had time to set one up and everything. I should have worked on some other things, but I said the heck with it. I'm going to set up a server and see how this goes. Are these are terraces. Which you could dang near drive over the Endro ones. I haven't even combined this field yet, so this is going to be fun. I don't know how. See, Random Sparks does his track IR so good. He's like smooth with it. So maybe I need
think
to
it-
turn my smoothness way up.
I think it takes a lot of tuning and refinement to it. Oh man.
No worries, Scotch. It's not something you're going to do in 117, okay?
Oh no, I know how I am watching some other people, and when it starts doing everybody could get sick and stuff. It's just I'll figure it out eventually, and I'll get used to moving my eyes a lot more than my head. But
It's probably not going to work very well. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's too tight.
oh, see, that would have helped a long time ago. And then everything just gets bobbed around. Ah. Alright, now we good. Take the corn out while I'm at it, I guess. Monokai's here.
Oh, Lord. That's Monica. I wish I could see what he says. I listened. I wish I could watch the stream right now. They're like, game.
Just so you know, Derry's over, Pleasant's over there, oohing and ahhing over your farm now.
Yeah, I've got 3 monitors, so I got your stream on one and my screen on the other.
Nice.
It's the perks of stealing old beat up laptop or monitor screens from the dairy when they don't need them anymore.
Fair. I'd do the same.
I didn't even think I needed 3.
You just need to steal some and ship him the Squatch so he's got some more now.
Oh, I was gonna buy the 3rd one, dude. And then I didn't. I said no, I don't need it. Now I want it. That ain't even gonna work anyways. Stupid course play.
Blacker.
I'm actually more pissed I don't even know what grain wagon or auger wagon I was looking for. I thought I had a few other small ones, not no 1100. I thought I had like a 800 and something, but I don't know.
Like Cabe's grain carts?
I don't know who that is. Cabe. Oh.
Cabe.
I didn't see his. Which ones does he have?
So he did those, the Kinsey 850 and 1050 a long time ago on his page, but he hasn't released anything in ages.
See, I thought I put them in, but I guess I didn't.
All the Kensies.
Honestly, I
Those old ones.
Honestly, I had an issue with the mod manager because it transferred a lot of files, but it didn't transfer the things in the files. So I had to go back through when I was uploading to the game and move everything back around. I don't know.
Hey, Scout's
Oh.
alive.
Sadly.
What's up, Scout?
Just waking up from a nap.
Oh, poor baby. Needed a nap.
Yeah, I just got out of the hospital.
You were in there again?
I've been in the hospital for 4 days.
What the hell did you do now?
I was in the ICU.
No wonder where you've been.
Told Legacy and Tillman.
Yeah, I don't.
They don't tell us.
Oh, yeah, you weren't in chat the other day. When I was in chat.
Yeah.
Next time you go in, make sure you give us the room number and where you're at. I'll send you flowers and some chocolate.
Oh, it's cute.
Lord.
I think I broke my game again by using Courseplay.
Are you streaming?
Mm-hmm.
I can't say what I want to say.
Don't say it.
Oh yeah, the typical course play that likes to freeze your game up after so long.
I do enough of the work myself in game nowadays that I start to wonder if I should just uninstall it.
Is VR still working on the next map?
We're trying to get back into the swing of things. Let's just put it that way. Everybody's getting back into it after the holidays, you know.
Yeah.
I like that
Slackers.
two-tone.
I didn't really know what was going on.
Somebody talking to me?
I said that was a nice two-tone.
Oh, yeah. I have a hard time going any other way other than two-tone now.
That's the one thing I like about the square bodies. I like the two-tone, especially with the white cabs.
Trailer is that?
Shoot, who was it who made it?
Mr. Boomnastic, known as Riddleman Buck on YouTube.
No, the trailer.
Oh, the trailer. Austin Wilson, I believe his name is, on Mountain Creek Mod.
That's who it was.
Yeah, he did the trailer. He went with that bullnose Ford of his, but I took that trailer out because I had no use for it, and I had to take that bullnose out because it was on. Poly count.
Yep.
Intense.
Polycount errors, it had everything a typical truck mod would.
Ungodly cracks my freaking frame rate on like one of the worst frame rate crashes in the world that I've had.
Legacy, you're not allowed to retire. Nobody's gonna let you retire.
I don't even know what the total poly count on that pickup was. I think it was over 5 million,
Too much.
I believe.
It was, put it this way, it was worse than some of the gear and stuff, like before Mark started getting better with it. Some of his early stuff was bad, and it was worse than that, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I remember where the original truck came from. It came from John McFarland back in FS17, and then Dustin got a hold of it and converted it over to 19, and it was still not perfect.
That name sounds familiar.
Oh, he was he did some nice old school John Deere stuff in FS17. Some of them were good, but some of them,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, I questioned some of them, especially that 105 combine.
Hold on to the stream for a while, Derry. I gotta go fix some things.
Oh, I'll be here all day.
Imagine that. Squatch is breaking more stuff.
It should be fine. We should be good.
Between him and Scout, I don't know which one breaks
Oh,
more.
hey, quit it. You gotta come over here.
Got Wreck-It Ralph and Wreck-It Ralph Jr. here.
If you say so.
I'll break you.
That's
Don't
getting more
call-
personal.
Just don't call Fix It Felix.
Well, I do have to admit, at least they do fix their own stuff when they break it.
Most of the time.
Yeah. There was that one time I did have to fix our server.
I've been modding on. Yeah, I've been modding on ATS for a while now.
I do something easier. I still haven't turned my computer on yet.
That's surprising.
Huh?
That's surprising.
Yeah, it's been kind of nice. not have my computer in my face.
That's what I've been trying to do. That's honestly why I've been absent and not even been posting up videos or anything.
Sometimes it's nice to just kind of like detach from all of that stuff.
Yes, exactly.
So that's it. Ever since we went, Manuel Lady went to Northern Indiana for that tractor pull. That's literally what I've been doing. I've just stayed away from it. Right before then, actually.
I'd say it's been so long since I went to a tractor pull. The last time I went was 2019.
Slacker. I just went and worked one 2 weeks ago.
I actually stopped because when COVID hit, I played it safe for like 2 or 3 years, so that way I didn't get it.
I'll be back.
The good thing about it is most of it, like especially in the summertime, we was out in the open air. So as long as you can get, real close and personal with somebody, it wasn't too bad. Most of the guys that I would get close to, I knew, so I knew I could, I knew they weren't sick and stuff like that.
But the problem is, you don't know if they get it until you get it.
That's the thing too. And I guess I got lucky. I had it once because one of the guys at work brought it back to work too early. He came back to work too early and brought it to work, and got a bunch of us sick. Like half the dealership was out at the same time. And at that point, I went, I think, 11 months without catching it, and I caught it.
I was
I
was home most of the time.
See, I was working on equipment. I was always at work.
Yeah, I was kind of glad my dad retired before it hit.
Yeah, that was one of the things that made me the most nervous. But I didn't wear masks. I just stayed away from people.
Yeah, my brother and mom were like the only two that were more out there, but they had jobs, but they got very lucky. I've had it more after that than I did before that. I've had it twice now since I caught it the first time. I think I got it like 8 months later, and then I got it another, like, after that, I got another, like, 4 months later, I caught it again. The only thing I had during the pandemic time, and it was going on for like 6 months, was I had a sinus issue that started after Christmas in 2019. It took till June or July to finally get it sorted out. It was bad.
And see, when it comes to catching that COVID crap, I got it. I consider myself lucky because I had it real easy compared to almost everybody else around me.
I didn't get a cold. It just randomly happened, and I was just blowing my nose like every minute.
Yeah.
It was bad. Like, I went to the doctor the first time, and they couldn't fix it. I went to a second one, and it worked for 2 weeks, and then came back, and then I went to a third one and didn't fix it, and then I went to the final one, and they scheduled a ENT, I believe is what they were pronounced.
Yeah, ear, nose, and throat.
Yep, and I went to those treatments for like most of the summer until about early fall, and it fixed the problem.
Yeah, see, when I caught it, I had, like, so the first week I caught, I had symptoms. I didn't even think nothing about it. I thought it was just allergies because, granted, it was wintertime, but I had just got done fixing a combine. It caught fire. I was on all that bean dust. And normally I wear a mask when I'm doing that kind of stuff, but I didn't think about it because I know I've got problems with it. And so I was hacking and coughing like I normally would with that. Well, then the next week, your old lady gets sick and she gets tested and it comes back positive. I'm sorry. The second week I had flu symptoms, like real. I mean, just, upchuck and stuff like that wasn't bad. And then she got sick the next week. That's what it was. And she went and got tested, and it was COVID. And I went, well, that explains what I had. There's only one way she'd have got it because she was at home the whole time.
Yeah, my Uncle Tim had he lost his sense of smell and taste, and he doesn't have brains to keep distance, especially around my dad. He got too close to my dad one time, and then my dad got it for a little bit. I was to say he was really mad.
Oh yeah, I was too when I found out that that's what it was. Oh, I was hotter than a firecracker, dude.
Yeah, and last fall, Dad and I had firewood season going on because we usually start in September and try to work throughout October. He got the cold from Uncle Tim as well that time, and man, he couldn't do nothing. He didn't want to do nothing with me around because he didn't want me catching it.
Yeah, I had something here last week that was rough like that. And I come by from up there. We was up there in Shipshewana. I work in Midwest Winter National up in Indiana, and I come by from there, and there was a bunch of us that were part of the crew that actually caught it, and I had like a sinus infection. I had taken vacation day Monday already. I called the boss Tuesday. I said I'm not coming in. I didn't get much sleep the night before, so there's no way I can function. And he says, "Well, get yourself lined out for Wednesday because you're going. I'm sitting at training. It's about an hour away from it." So I went there, struggled through that. While I was there, I called my doctor, had him send me some really strong antibiotics, and then the next morning I woke up with the flu.
Yeah, my mom's been there and done that countless times.
That wasn't no fun.
Yeah, local farmer up north of me, about a mile and a half, 2 miles. During the pandemic, his wife caught it and passed away, and then about a year later, he got it, and now another family is actually running his farm for him.
Well, at least somebody took over and helped out there.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't think he's the third biggest, but because we got like one or two that are relatively trying to go for thousands of acres around here.
Got one up the road for me, 12 miles up the road for me like that. No, I know him real well. He's a real nice guy.
Yeah, one of them, well, my dad knew him for years because he worked on his equipment, and then now he's just more into business stuff, so he rent the land to another family that runs that land now. And then the other one, it didn't really matter because they don't matter if they're trying to not win it or not. They still want the land regardless, and they wanted to take out a timber area near a creek 5 miles north, and that wasn't going to fly because there's no way you're going to get extra acres by taking out that whole timber area next to the creek.
Well, and that creates a problem too. There's a serious problem of erosion.
Yeah, that's the thing. They tore out the one pond that my dad used to fish back in the 80s. They tore the side out of it and drained it out, and they were going to flatten it and everything, and that sooner or later they realized it was a waste of time.
So not only am I done up to work on farm equipment, I also help a buddy farm, and we've got some creeks that go through 60 acres of field, and we're having problems with it. We literally I took concrete slabs with a skid steer this spring. I forgot to weed out before we threw beans back in there, and took concrete chunks and slabs and shit and threw them in there to try to keep it from washing out more. And the trees are still standing, and it's washing around the trees.
I'm quite surprised they haven't died from getting too much water.
Some of them have. It's washing up dirt out. It's pulled some of them in. And you can see where it has. That's where the biggest washes are along the field edge.
We had a marsh that did that a long time ago, north of my dad's place. That was like 3 miles north, and used to be all timber area, and then it got washed out a long time ago, and then it was stayed flooded until I'd say about 10 years ago or something, and it just finally dried out.
I don't know what we're gonna do. Parts of that, some parts of that creek. I'm 6 foot tall. You could probably stock two of me in there and still not reach the top.
Probably the same with me, because I'm pretty much about the same height.
I don't know what we're gonna do. We can't really try to divert it any without getting the soil and water conservation involved.
Hold on a sec. Hey, Derry, that little block deal that had the little ramp down that looked like it had a small spot where the slurry would be at, that's the trigger.
Like, is it inside or is it on the outside of it?
It's on the outside. It's on the side.
Oh, is it right here?
Yeah, that's where it usually is. You probably just don't have your icons turned on.
I
Yeah.
keep my icons off. Maybe I should turn
Yeah,
them on
that-
when I'm looking for that.
Yeah, right there. I see that block. That's where the trigger is at.
Gotcha. I tend to use F5 more.
Yeah, because your regular manure spawns into the pin right by that first gate on the very far end.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where I got to put placeables.
Yeah. It took me a minute to figure it out until I watched Pleasant's live streams on it. Then I figured it out pretty quick.
Gotcha.
Well, guess I'd tell the boss to get a leak in the roof of the shop. That's awesome.
You got to watch it where that trough is, right where the roof is at. It's kind of a little tricky to get right in there to feed. Unless you got Jono's little feed cart.
Where's the feeding at? It's
Okay, you see that
little-
open area? Yeah, right. I'm looking at it right now, right between the gates. That's where you feed your TMR or your hay or grass.
yeah.
It's kind of a little finicky to get in there. Depends on what your mixer you're using. But I've never used Jono's on that, but I know it works.
I think more than likely I'll be using the base game Coon mixer. Or maybe I'll use this one. I haven't used this one before.
The Kelly
holds a lot.
feed wagon.
Yeah.
It works better. He needs to update that because it's putting in a random Lula method update whenever you unload it.
Did it
Yeah,
just
I
start that?
It only does it when you start unloading.
The
I
scale
think it
wouldn't be
only-
terrible either.
I was wondering, just started out here a couple days ago whenever they released the update, because that update did mess with stuff up on the scripts.
I know I did it the first time. It doesn't do it all the time. I think it only does it once, and then over time it'll do it again. Because I noticed some of Jono's Meyer boxes did that. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was just because of a game update right after those got released or what.
But Barry, that thing you sent me here back at the end of December and DMs, how's that coming?
Was that you, Tillman?
Yeah.
Right now that is in the hands of Legacy and Thundar to figure out some collision issues.
Oh, okay. I was curious. I hadn't heard nothing on it in a while, so I was just kind of curious how that's coming.
Yeah, I'm because Thundar's got a lot of other stuff he's working on right now, so it's basically up to him. I'm not going to pressure him to finish it anytime soon because I know he's got better scripts that'll do a lot more for the community than what that's going to be.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff coming, that's for sure. A lot of cool stuff, too. I hadn't heard nothing here, so I figured I'd see. I'm kind of excited about that, by the way. Oh, man.
I'm just trying to keep my mic a little bit away from my mouth while I'm eating, guys. I guess I could just mute it, but I hate to just change the screen to mute my mic. I'm just keeping the mic all the way up.
I haven't heard nothing yet out of you, so you're good, dude.
Well, I don't want the stream to hear it.
Yeah.
So when I
If
get
we
to,
can't
when I
hear
get,
it, I don't think they can.
well, I just want to make sure.
It could be like Stifler and sit there and crunching on potato chips in his stream. I mean, he's been notorious for that.
I know another one that's been in Tyson streams that I'm not going to mention names, but doesn't like to listen.
I'll throw Stiffy's name out there just because I like giving him a hard time.
I already know the person I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say his name. And I'm pretty sure Derek knows.
I have kind of blanked out. I've been trying to place his silo, so I haven't heard any of this conversation.
Yeah.
Very freaking zoned out.
It's
Hey,
better
the
not-
silo's hard.
Yeah.
They are. They are. It's hard to get the harvest stores set up just right.
Yeah, this isn't harvest stores. This is silage pits. I don't do none of that silo stuff.
I thought you did at one time.
I did, but I always prefer these when I can, as long as I've got the trailers that can unload into it.
Or you got a straight truck with the Meyer box on it.
I prefer using the grain box that have silage extensions, actually. Those
Yeah,
Meyer
I'm-
ones are wide bodies and way too tall to make those trucks look right. But that's just my opinion. I've seen
Yeah.
trucks run it.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's another thing they usually do if they do it that way.
Mhm.
That box needs to be rescaled.
You think it's far off?
Yeah, it's all. I've seen some, like, around me, I've seen some trucks with Pinto boxes on them in real life. And the box is literally
What about
foot and
Badger?
a half
Have you seen
taller than
someone?
the cab. And it's about the same width as the cab.
What about the Badger ones? Have you seen someone use a Badger box on a truck?
Uh-uh.
Well, the thing is
Uh,
those are the Boss RT series from Meyer, so those are big ones. They're wide body and they're fairly tall. We've got a couple of them on trailer chassis out here. They're
Those are the-
big.
Those are just a regular trailer. They're not wagon style. Are
Yeah,
they?
they're on. It's like yeah, it doesn't have the tie rod steering in the front. It's just your standard trailer.
Oh yeah, They don't ever use those around here. The only time I've ever seen a forage harvester out there is they either use a straight truck with the Meyer box already on them, or they use the wagon style.
Yeah, out here in the West, we were probably the only people for miles who ever had anything with tie rod steering on it. You just don't see it because there's no silos.
I mean we got some farms out here that has the harvesters, but they don't use them anymore since they switched to beef.
Gotcha.
See, a lot of ours around here are starting to switch to beef. But we've got some big dairies yet that some of them, they get custom chopping done. They'll have guys come in with trucks and boxes. But for the most part, they're running their own choppers with tie rod steer wagons behind them.
Yeah, I used to see everybody used to use the old John Deere or the IH pole types when I was a lot little one, and we still had small farms, but they started switching to self-propelled after that.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna go download this off of Itch because I do not know where it went. That's
What are you looking
irritating.
for?
Your tractor.
Oh, yeah, just download off of itch because the testing version had issues too. I don't get why
No.
people stick with testing versions.
It's not even that, dude. Like, I have your new one off of Itch. I don't know where it's at in my mod folder though. I don't know what happened to it is what I'm saying.
Did you check the file name?
Yeah.
I don't
Thought I
remember
did.
what it was called. Maybe see if I can find it.
FS22 underscore 8000 underscore 8010 underscore US.
Oh, you enough
When did-
underscores?
Wouldn't it been John Deere in front of that first?
Oh, yeah, John Deere in front of that.
Yeah, it is. It's the 8010 US is the one I have right now. I downloaded that on Christmas Eve, and that's the latest one I got. Because the old version I have, I downloaded that back in August.
Yeah, you can tell what the old version versus the new version when you look at them in game.
Yeah, I got it
Yeah.
downloaded. I just found it, but now for some reason it's not the right one. Interesting. Just keep this. We'll keep the stream going here. I don't know how many people are even watching. I just talked to my wife for a while there, and
There's only
Use the
14
restroom.
watching.
oh, good.
Only 14. Hell, we were down to 9. At one point, I looked.
Just
Well,
keeping the
probably-
entertainment value here.
Well, probably because some of the other people, the regulars that come in and watch the stream, are getting off work or school probably, and
Oh,
just
that's
got
why.
on.
That's why I'm gonna go for a while here. I was.
Between Dairy Stream and the rest was just kind of storytelling here. Kept me entertained, I guess.
Oh, good. What?
Yep, you nailed it, Legacy. That's exactly what the file name should have been.
So I want to know what he said.
He's such a freaking dork.
Okay, I gotta go check this out while we work.
It's typical Legacy.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Of course, then I gotta wait on your freaking ad.
Hey, I've been watching them too.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry, it's a YouTube survey this time.
Oh. Nobody cares.
I agree with Legacy. That would have been a great file name. Everybody been like, huh? What?
How big
Well,
you
see, the
going
funny thing
there,
is that
Dairy?
what do you mean?
How big of a farm you going for?
Really should have another cow barn.
I was gonna say.
I just like having bale storage because I don't like laying that stuff around. I have
No,
enough
me
to deal with
neither.
in real life with that.
Oh yeah, been there and done that back on the farm. I used to have all my bales sitting out, but they would be in hay lots out in the pastures.
Mm-mm.
I think I just gotta get some grain bins down and I'm pretty much done here.
Not gonna lie, the one thing I don't miss ever was throwing square bales.
Eh,
I mean, I
I hear
miss, but I don't miss because, man, it kills my box.
I hear the
Oh,
stories
yeah.
from my dad and just be glad that that's not something from my time.
Oh,
you
I've
do?
thrown many a square bale.
Because what do? You do round bales, Derry?
We do all squares, but we buy everything. We don't own a baler.
really?
Oh,
Yeah, we don't own a baler.
probably don't
That'd
even
be
own a
cheaper.
combine.
Everything we grow is we chop. That is the only harvester on our farm.
Oh,
Interesting.
that Kloss 980.
We got two 990s now. The 970 blew an engine.
Oh,
Oh, you should have put oil in it.
Well, we suspect that one of the workers put coolant in the oil. We're not sure though.
Mm.
That'll do it in a hurry.
Yep. Either way, what's done is done. So we just gotta make sure we keep smart guys in there.
Whoops.
man.
That's
Oh, man.
expensive.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
y'all are gonna yell at me for using a massive grain bin setup, but I want to be primarily grain and I want state controller. So there you go.
I was been thinking about how
So
much
it's-
smaller you could go with grain setup to do with the state controller.
Yeah, I don't know if you can really go much smaller, can you?
I don't know why that just popped
Mm-mm.
up. Why did this soundboard pop up on there for a second?
Who is it?
Well, I just had a notification about Justin's soundboard or something on my voice chat.
Oh, I shut the soundboard off. I don't know if I did it for everybody or was it just you. I don't want some random shit playing through the stream, so just covering my ass on that one, but
You just don't want me and Legacy to come in here and start doing dumb stuff.
Oh, I see who joined. I see who's in the chat with us after that incident.
who?
I
Scout?
heard a ding.
What incident?
Oh, Monaco.
Well, Well, I had to pop a little blue screen about some sort of soundboard adjustment or something on that thing. And I just clicked maybe later.
All I heard was a ding, and somebody was in here because I can't look at my phone right now.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, it happened to me too, and I turned the screen because I didn't know who joined, and that just popped up and it covered the chat.
Yes, I did find the Trigger Legacy or Pleasant. Someone helped me out with that. I'm blanking on names now. Sorry.
I think it was Jake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
I answered it for him. For a second there, I thought that tractor wasn't gonna spawn in there. It looked like I thought it just disappeared on you.
It did.
It's freaking raining like crazy here right now.
Keep it there. I don't want it.
We need it. The only problem is the ground's thawing out now. I go ahead snow and stuff the other day. Now all that water's coming up. Now we're getting water on
yeah.
top of it.
Yeah, it's
gonna
starting to
be
melt
fun.
down here. Yeah,
You're
we're
gonna have a
getting-
mess on your hands.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, see, so I guess it was Monday. It was already soft at like the top quarter inch. Right now, it's probably soft 3/4 of an inch to an inch in the ground now.
X-Squatch, you're almost making the Man Family Farms 8400 almost.
Who?
YouTube channel called Man Family Farms. They're based out of Marshalltown, Iowa. They have an 8400. They recently,
Uh-huh.
I started watching them because of Squad. He actually had a video when he went and bought that 9560 STS, and he actually put their channel link in his description. I clicked on it. And I started watching those guys.
I'm
They have a lot.
at home from work, so
They have a
I
lot of
might
green.
pop in later.
All right, later, man.
Later.
Yeah, they run a lot of green. Their newest tractor they got was a 9460 RT because they had a 9420T that they bought in 07, and it was starting to show hours. But they're going to still keep that tractor for at least running the grain cart.
It's a good grain crate tractor.
Oh yeah, they pull a 10. They have like 3 1050s on tracks, and then they had a 20-year-old, or over 20 years old, I should mention, 840, but they added extensions to it. Yeah, and they used the 8400 to pull that thing. They got a bunch of old tractors too. They got they had. Sorry, you almost
good.
made me jump there for a second. But they had 4, but they got rid of one. They had 3 4020s. They have a John Deere 8 that their dad's father ran back in the 50s, and they had that, and they got a 4430 Soundguard that they used to put a loader on it, but they switched the loader, and now it's just set up wide a little bit to help mow hay. Then they got a 4840 large frame that they used to use it for a lot of stuff, but now they use it for batwing mowing with a CX 15-foot batwing to mow waterways at times.
Gotcha.
Then they got a 4450 with mechanical front wheel drive, and I'll tell you one thing, they use that tractor quite a bit too, and they actually have it to where they could blade snow with it.
Derry, you inspired me. I gotta go get my grain leg now.
There you go.
Ooh, what's this? I haven't looked at this. What is this? That is too big. That is way too big.
That looks like is that North Dakota Modding and Mappings?
I think it is. I forgot.
Yeah,
it had
he
his
did.
bends.
Yeah,
Probably part of his big old pack.
Yeah, he had a pack that you build your own grain bin to, if I believe.
Yep, I got those in my save too. That's what I almost ended up going with.
I had those one time, but I was trying to figure out my device rendering issues causing my game to lock up, and it turned out it was just. And I took them out because I thought maybe that was the problem, and apparently I had to just.
That
I had to
very
go
well
in.
could be.
Well, I DDU'd the driver in December and put the latest update I downloaded before I did that, and I got it working again.
Derry, you're gonna have to take him again. I gotta do something real quick.
That's fine. I'm here the whole time.
It's kind of nice having somebody else help me, so I can go back
Yeah,
and
it's
fix
just
my
backup
shit.
stream. Oh no, something broke. Get the backup stream.
You right? Wait, how do I download that? There it is. Ooh, that
What
guy
did I
was
tell you?
doing
You ever need a...
illegal stuff. Jake break coming downhill into town.
Ooh. What did I
If
tell
it's
you, though? You ever need a second guy to roleplay with?
Oh, I know, dude.
We found the fix.
Where's my placeables?
Whoa!
Hey, you're not supposed to do that, Derry. Oh! You're supposed to save for a reason.
Screw saving. I like danger.
That is
I
dangerous.
almost-
Okay, I
almost
did want
felt-
something, but not nearly that tall.
I
Kill
almost
the
choked
strength.
on a piece of steak there.
Delete. I ain't re-uploading the map. I don't know. We ain't doing that.
No, you don't get to walk out that easy, Legacy. We see you.
Almost like a good spot for almost putting one of those old storage tanker pits in there almost.
I was thinking about putting like a flagpole or something to break up the farmyard a bit.
Oh yeah.
It's just massive open space here.
Yeah, or you could almost put a old tractor there that doesn't run anymore and just have it as a decorative piece.
Yeah, I got a. Well, I also have Elk Mountain modding stuff in here. I'm wondering if I stick one of those up.
I've seen Simulation did that when he did his Stone Valley farm build that he did a month ago before the update version came out. I never really used much of Elk Mountain modding. The only thing I've ever used from him was that cow barn.
There we go. That'll work.
Oh yeah, an old wagon and an old horse-drawn plow. I think that's what it is. It's barely see it. I barely noticed it, but I could see it.
Yeah, we'll save the tractors for driving.
Hey, is Vitch green? It's definitely working out in the field.
Yep.
I may be a red guy, but I do like green.
I got a soft spot for red because that's what my dad grew up with, and so he's got a couple tractors on the farm that are red.
I'm pretty sure they're probably old IHs.
No, all case.
Are they the?
I guess it'd be more desert yellow rather than red.
Are you talking about the JIKs?
Yeah, JI.
Oh, you're talking about like the. What are they? I don't remember what series. The Agrikina? I don't remember what series they were.
Yep, so like the old 30 series, and you had the 70 series, and then they did the 90 and 94s when the merger happened.
Yeah, my dad hated working on those suckers. He hated it.
Had some transmission issues, but other than that, they're good tractors. You just got to know how to run them.
Yeah, I think it was the rims or the rear ends he had issues with.
That could be an issue too.
I know the 7100 when they first come out, and they were power crap.
I was gonna
That's
say,
why-
cobalt is definitely not the right word there, Squatch.
Nope. Nope. Fat fingers, small screen, and auto correct.
I got really confused because I actually used to have a cow named Cobalt, so that's all I can think of, and I was like, wait, what's the cow got to do with this?
You weirdo.
I am weird, and I'm gonna own it.
That's perfectly fine because we're all messed up in some way.
Yahoo!
Yes. I do need to go get some more decorative placeables. Jeez, dude. It can really make or break a farm build.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because my last build I did, which was 3 or 4 days ago, I had to get the updated PC version of Stone Valley by Lancy Board that he had on the mod hub, because it fixed the issue. I don't remember what it was, but he's got to put another update on it. That's not going to require a new save, but I had that farm built, and it's kind of a pain to not try to use a field to build your farm on, because you want to at least keep some ground for what you want to do.
I don't know if I could even go back to Stone Valley to tell you the truth. I think 19 was the best version of that map.
It was, because the main farm was a little bit bigger. You had more storage, and the sheep, pigs, and cow barns were all separated. There was plenty of room, and you didn't have to mess up a lot.
Right.
He's also got Bronchima's cattle in there, which is an immediate turn off for me.
I didn't know that. I'm out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
heard-
really don't
read
understand how that happened.
that. I don't know, because I never really trusted his mods, because sometimes you have to question what mods he's putting out.
Other people's stuff half the time.
Yeah,
All the
and then
time.
he claims it as his own. Yeah,
I won't say all the time, but sometimes it's just not very good at all. Like, the quality really shows.
Right.
especially he took the Massey tractors and just completely changed them to be AGCO, and I've read people's posts about that, and they said it's not like very accurate and everything.
I mean, he got the color right, and the model tractor was supposed to be, but other than that, there's some issues with it.
Yeah, the only AGCO tractor I got is the Barks. That's that little one.
Yeah, that little LT80.
Yeah. Sucks it does have a EU hitch, but hey, it's still a perfect hay tractor or loader tractor, whatever you can put on it.
Yeah, shoot, that's all the Tyson's tractors too, and they're still decent.
Oh yeah, I don't have a whole lot of Tyson's mods, because the better version started coming out on the mod hub that was way nicer, but
Yeah,
I still,
he hasn't been around to update any of his stuff.
I can't blame him because he's busy with work and all that.
Yeah, that's his decision. I won't say it's a bad thing he did.
No, I
No.
don't either.
No, and it has been almost 2 years since he last live streamed on Midwest.
I miss those streams.
Yeah, the last one, yeah, towards the middle there. Oh my god, I was shaking my head at what happened there.
Come on, get rid of them. Aw, really?
A road should be part of the land that you own.
No. This version of the map is not that far.
Oh yeah, it's still a beta. It's like almost like the first version when you first started streaming on it for the
It
giveaway.
is. It's still that one.
Yeah,
I'll make do for you right now with it.
gotta say I've been loving my new little SimTest stick I got a couple weeks ago.
How's it holding up?
This is the 6th time I used it, because some of the other times I wanted to use it, I've been kind of busy building a display case for my dad's little taxidermy Bobcat.
Gotcha.
So during the weekdays when I'm not doing it, I just been playing with my keyboard for a while. So, the current weekend I had, it was the first time I could finally kick back and use my wheel again.
That always feels good.
I always like playing with the steering wheel. It's so realistic, and I can at least adjust my speed and steering all the time.
Steering wheel is great unless you're a modder. Then you can't even justify it half the time.
Oh, BS.
Oh yeah.
I got a nice L-shaped desk, but I guess my wingspan is so big. I still leave my steering wheel up.
You have space for it. I do not.
Correct.
Like, just any average person who has a decent sized desk, or I guess not decent size, but like normal size, not super big enough to get your office work done with the monitor. And I'm on a laptop too, so it's even harder then. I can't move my keyboard.
Right.
I have a wheel stand that I got a couple years ago to mount my wheel on, so I can just slide that thing right by my desk and just hook everything up, and it's ready to go.
I know a lot of modders who tend to prefer a controller over a steering wheel.
I agree.
I just don't even play the game that much to justify anything past the keyboard.
I played keyboard since FS13, and I've been doing it till about 19, and then I started using a controller again.
See, I can't go to controller because it just feels so arcade, and I want to get away from my console days.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the steering is kind of sensitive on that. You barely turn it, and your front end's gonna start jerking off with left or right, and you can't adjust it.
I'm not a controller anymore. I decided ever since I got rid of my console and bought this PC, it's like, yeah, I play controller on a few things, but I definitely got to get away from controller, like for Battlefield and stuff too.
I only use controller for GTA 5 because it's so much easier to fly in that game with a controller. And then I use it for SnowRunner because I tried using my steering wheel and I could not get the force feedback to lower on it any time because it was super tight and I was just about to burn the wheel up last time I used it. And then I used Wreckfest with the controller.
KJ, that top window is Dairy Deer. He's been helping me with the stream because I've been breaking things left and right.
Yeah, I'm building a farm on Wispy right now.
Been so long since I remember playing Wispy. I would just used I can't remember which farm I had, but I owned like the eastern half of the map with all those smaller fields and contours, so it was perfect to run all those older combines that I had.
I really wanted to grab one of the pre-built farms, but none of them clicked with what I wanted to do. And I figured, you know what? Let's do something crazy that no one's probably tried. Let's build a farm on a map that already has a ton of them.
Yeah. Well, Squatch did that last time he played Wispy.
That's true.
Build on it.
It just seems like everyone usually goes with a pre-built.
They do.
Because, I mean, they are decent.
It just varies. It depends on the person. If they want to use the pre-built to get started and if they want to expand that farmyard, they could. But there's people out there that rather just prefer to build their own farm because they could design it based off the farm they have in real life just so they could play their real farm in a game.
That's never going to happen for me. I will not be able to replicate 3,500 cows in Farm Sim without any mental drain.
I couldn't 1,000 cows is about the max I can take.
Yeah, my brother has always been like, hey, we should make a map of our farm because it'd be so cool to be able to farm in Farm Sim like we do in real life. And I'm like, you serious?
No.
The farm would take up a quarter of a 1x.
I was
like,
going
no, sir. Sorry.
It's all right. I was about to do that, but the problem was there was no really good Iowa maps out there to replicate that. And I can't remember how many acres I ran, but we were mostly hay ground. But we had like 1 or 2 fields that we'd chop corn to make silage. And it was just a beef operation. I think we had only 200 head cattle. back then. So our equipment was very small, and it was old. You're talking 60s and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Is the chopper I ran, well, I didn't see it in action, but I know we had it, was those old New Idea Uni systems. We had 3 of those.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, one was set up for chopping corn, and that was a diesel 708. And we had a 701 that used to be a regular combine harvester, and we swapped it for being a corn picker, and did the same thing to a 704 that had a V6 same way.
I wonder what happened to my freaking LP tank, since I can't find it. Oh wait, silo extensions. Huh? Just takes a little bit.
Mhm.
Oh, really?
Or you're just me and figured you'd download the wrong version while you were at it.
I might have. Because
You got the right one there, I think.
why is it saying a silo extension needs to be placed to next to a silo? Doesn't matter where I go with it.
You didn't got the, you still have the dry corn add-on?
Oh yeah.
Now I'm
don't
gonna
see it.
check.
Because I got all the dry corn add-on crap here too. I could put any of these down and it'd work. And they're not saying any issue with it, so maybe
Oh.
I broke it.
I don't know if that was a good thing I brought up, or was that a stupid thing I brought up?
Oh, did you go to container?
It's in container, huh?
Yep, it's the one where 16K in container. I
Yeah,
think.
jeez. I forgot to lower that.
Oh,
one.
wait, no. Might not be. What am I doing?
Well,
What?
I see him in the container, but I think that's the dry corn add-on.
That's the one that is what it is supposed to have.
See,
Like,
I
what
found one, but it's
protein
chock
tank?
full of errors.
That ain't it.
Yeah.
Is that
I
a
had
bunch
this
of
issue last time. Where
Scribbler-
was it?
Those scribblers or the index out of range?
Yeah, the AGI one don't work. Tools?
Mm-mm. See, I kind of deleted something off of this right before I uploaded it.
I have the version
Ah.
that works, though. I shouldn't have an issue.
No, you shouldn't.
Do I have to
I'm
go
gonna
rewatch
go
your video again?
No, I'm gonna go look right now on the mod, see where it's at. Ooh, I did a number there. I deleted the propane tank out of it before I fucking put it in there on the server.
Whoops.
Wow.
Let me go check my file name then.
No, it's not even in there on that one, Derry.
No, I know it is because I've got this version. Oh wait,
No, it ain't.
I'm not in this. I'm not in the same mod folder as my Tahitian save.
Oh yeah, you guys have set up separate mod folders so you can switch in between the XML.
Yeah, I
dude-
really need to just delete the Tahitian one though.
I'm gonna have to go download it and get the tank off of that because I don't know what I did wrong with it. It's not in there. It's probably in my test stuff though. Oh, there it is. Yep. So if you have it, it should be in category containers.
Yeah, I don't have it. I have to get it on my Tahitian save.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But for right now, I'll just throw one of these
Green
big
Lake.
boys down and be done with it.
Hey, you're gonna have plenty of capacity, so you had no problem running out of propane when it's drying.
Correct.
Oh shoot, I didn't even have it in. Yeah, I definitely didn't have the right one. And the old one was called something like Grain Leg, I think.
Yeah, it was grain leg, not small. So the old one that you have, which I can update you here in a bit, but has
I've got
legacy.
one off of your itch.io.
Okay. So the other one that you placed was the test version, and if Legacy gets off his out of his chair there, maybe he'll let me do an update to it that brings out his dryer shack.
Yeah, because the old one had the dryer shack,
Yep.
and that's why I thought I had the right one. But then I looked in your video.
I really like the dryer shack with it. I'm not going to take his dryer shack from him by any means.
Oh, that's that's the room where your control panel is at.
Yeah. So in the video, I made it because the release one was without the dryer shack, and then I put everything over on the breaker box over there, which still works great. But
I never even tried it.
oh, you got to try State Controller. There, at some point in time, Derry, I am going to come back to this and do an update. The only way you can unload out of that small bin is with an auger. Just like, as if it was a bin that was there and you just made it work around with your grain leg as you were building the grain leg or something.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for telling me, because I am still figuring out State Controller, and we'll probably put a crop in 3 different bins at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
What all crops do you usually do over there besides corn, Dairy?
We've got corn for silage, triticale for winter crop, and alfalfa for a perennial seasonal rotation. Pretty much the only 3 we do, unless we need a grass mix and something to break the soil in.
Oh, I got you.
Everybody around us is either dairy farming or doing grapes and hops. And apples.
I wish they could freaking do small grain harvest around here, like wheat and stuff, to help, put a cover crop in for the winter, but they don't do that around here anymore.
Oh, we do rye. We get paid from the state to do cover crops.
They don't down here. Well, down here they only do beans and corn. They used to do oats when I was a kid, because there used to be a lot of horse farms, but after the horse farms just got torn out because of the big operations, they just did corn and beans since then, and I haven't seen an oat field in so long.
So you won't find any dryland crops out where I'm at, because it's all irrigated. As soon as you get off of the irrigation districts, it's all dryland wheat.
Really?
It's instant. It's either dry land or sagebrush for grazing. A lot of cattle up in the hills.
Is that up there in Washington? Is that where you're at?
Yeah, Washington.
Oh. I figured you were somewhere from the West Coast.
Yep.
That's where, No Creek's Montana map's going to come in. I wish you would have picked a spot with some irrigation, but I think that's going to be almost as close as we get to Barry Washington map.
Well, unless my brother figures out how to model buildings.
You're not doing it for him?
So he's going to try and learn Blender so that he can do the buildings, I can do the GE work.
Nice.
But it's going to be ages, so what we're going to do is we're going to build all the assets for it. Then once we have everything we can place on the map, then we'll build the actual map, since the game version will probably be different by the time it's done.
I don't blame you. I still think we will be getting a FS25.
Yeah, and I hope
I'm thinking too.
Yeah, and I kind of hope we do, but I kind of hope they also get into a longer cycle than what they're at right now.
I agree. If we stayed with this version of the game, I'll be fine with it, as long as the next version of the game has a huge update of something. I don't want it to be just a little bit here and there and they're calling it a new game anymore. And I don't want it to be every 2 years we're getting a new freaking game just to make them money. I want to stick with one because we got decent mods and everything now. Everybody knows the route we're going, how to do everything. Just when you start getting going, then they go, oh, hey, It's a new game for you guys. Relearn everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
4 years at a minimum would be amazing.
Oh, I agree.
5 years could be. I think 5 years wouldn't be too bad at all.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anything more than like the 2 that we had going, because three is a good change. 4
It
would be a
was.
lot better. Just as long as they, I mean, obviously they got to push out some new content to keep the game interesting, but like, don't throw so many DLCs at us.
No, especially. Go
You
ahead.
pace out the DLCs more, put some more work into them, then it makes them more worthwhile. I mean, the only thing
I
that feels
agree.
worthwhile sometimes is the platinum expansion and the premium expansion, and even then, I mean,
Yep.
I get their focus is usually European, but those are your yearly highlights, and then everything else is like, I mean, okay, we got Vermeer equipment, but you did how many pieces of equipment and asked for $6?
Right. And that's the other thing is they need to get away from, oh, we're just doing European on this DLC. No, you need to bring something out for everybody. And I would probably buy a DLC if it had 2 pieces of American equipment in it, but it also came with 6 others of like European, Brazil, and all that stuff, you know. If it came marketing others, I'll still probably buy it just for those 2 pieces of American equipment. But the other thing they need to realize too is they got all this licensing to all the brands and whatnot. Why don't you throw up a vote? Why don't you ask your people what they want to see in the game? Why don't you let the not necessarily the streamers or modders answer
The
it,
community.
but the community as a whole just get on your website and vote for what they want as a DLC or a mod to come out.
Or even a new feature.
And see, at the same time, while it'd be nice to have every sort of nationality and every single DSC, there's companies that are specific to a country that would be
Yeah.
nice to have regardless.
Yep.
So there's that to keep in mind.
I just think they can do their marketing so much better, man. I
Yeah,
know
I
they
agree.
can actually.
And they need kind of, for the starting equipment, especially like if you're going to run an old 80s tractor, it needs to be. I think it would look better to have just a regular American made 4440 to use as a starter tractor for the next game, but make it look a little bit better, but they ain't going to do that.
Oh no, they won't do that. But it's they
I mean,
got
we've got
in their
mods
rut.
for that. The functionality of the core is what needs to change.
I agree, and if they were smart, they would do that. If they were smart and wanted to keep people modding and playing this game, they would be, all right, how can we make this game better? Well, it needs to perform better. Well, then also look at all the maps out there. They don't see a lot of maps coming into their mod hub as 4X because everybody wants to be on with the console kids too.
If
But-
they introduced 4X compatibility, that'd be amazing.
Oh, I agree.
Especially multiplayer, especially for the console guys. If they play together for so long and they play on a 4X, it's going to make it even more challenging for them to farm.
Oh, and hey, I got a sub. But
Hey.
I just look at it as they need to keep bringing people in, but they're in such a good spot right now that they don't really think they got to change anything. And it's because they have no competition. Now that we all know that will change when they get competition and they're going to shit bricks, but it's one of those till it actually happens, I don't think we're going to see much of a change.
Especially if we don't know what new brand of equipment that could be coming out.
Oh, my biggest thing is they got so many licensing already in the license agreements that, to be honest with you, we're probably not going to see a whole lot of anything.
No, because I had somebody ask me about, well, I had a DM from somebody on Discord when I released the update to the Gleaner pack that I released last Friday. He asked me, why didn't Giants ever decide to do that? I'm like, because they're a EU company and there's no Gleaners over there in Europe. They're mostly US and Australia.
Oh yeah, and it just comes back down to Giants are Giants, and they're getting away with it right now. nobody will stand up to Giants to tell them no, because if the American community decided to say we're not buying your next game, but they see us streaming on their old game yet, they don't care, because they know the kids that are watching us are going to go, well, what is this? Oh, we're going to buy the newest and greatest game ever because it's way better. They, like I said, they don't care.
It's kind of like me. I heard of Farm Simulator back in was it 2012 or something? Because I did see it hit in Walmart, and that was 2011. But I never got into it because it was all EU stuff.
Mhm.
But my brother got me convinced in it, and he showed me what to do, and then I just picked up from it.
I've been in it since 11.
I started in 13, and that was the first game that they did somewhat of an American DLC, which was that Titanium pack.
I don't remember that one, to tell you the truth.
It came with Westbridge Hills, which was an American map.
Oh, yep. All right, never mind.
Yeah, the one thing they did right was the 340 Magnums and the 9230s and the 7130. They did that right. Except the only one they did not do right was the Formula H, which it didn't look like a proper H. It looked more like almost like a Formula C a little bit.
Really, I just messed up my hat because I had an itch under it. Okay, now we're good. Now I'm sitting back right. KJ, they ain't opening the office. They had that announced how freaking long ago, and then COVID hit, and they're like, yeah, we don't care. We don't need it.
I think it was either 2020 or 21 when I last heard about it.
There was supposed to be something in Chicago to kind of help with the American market and everything, which I fully agree with. They need that, but
The presidents never went as far as, or at least we haven't seen the signs of it,
right.
ever doing anything besides like Clutch and DJ running around the country.
Right. I just feel like they're missing a lot of the market, to be honest with you. They're missing the whole American side of it. I mean, yeah, we are running it. Yeah, we're using it. Yeah, we're showing the kids in school, and I'm sure everybody in college knows about it now, but I'm just saying, like, their presence here, their EA game system part of it is non-existent in the US. They could be getting into more of that, and they could welcome more modders in comfortably, and they could also do more mod testing if they were smart about it. They could get
and didn't have 8 bank holidays a year. Oh wait.
The next thing that happens, it's drama between the U.S. and the EU community.
Yeah.
Some of
'Cause I
us get
remember-
along, but there's other people who just like there has to be this great divide.
Oh, I remembered a year or two ago, JHHG put out a complaint to Custom Mining about his S700 combine.
I just leave that first guy you said alone. It ain't worth
Yeah, I
talking
know,
about.
I ain't gonna go into detail, but I could say right now is that's the drama I'm seeing right there.
It's all comes down to money, and quite frankly, I don't look at it as money. A lot of us
Anyone who
here
looks at
don't.
it in money is in the wrong spot.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah,
if you
there's-
can do your 3D modeling like they claim they can, then I suggest and highly suggest you go off and try to be a freelancer for your 3D modeling skills, not a farm sim modder.
Sell the mods to modders. The models.
Yep.
Yep, that's what they. I'm pretty sure if that was going on, then I'm pretty sure it would have escalated pretty bad.
Okay.
I think it could have been good.
Well, it could be it's a 50-50 chance. It could turn good, or it could turn south real quick.
That's true.
I've seen that happen all the time.
But I feel like with models, you're just staying out of the drama and you're building your own stuff. So there's not really anyone who can just call you out and be like, "Hey, that's just bad." I
Yeah,
don't feel like there'd be nearly as much of that going on.
I mean, take JCL for example. I mean, his modeling skills has improved since then. He's done a really
Get
good
out of
job
here,
of what
woman.
he's doing.
She tried hitting me.
I did not. I'll show you try hitting you. I would never try. Succeed.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Nobody heard that.
It's alright. She'll be all over YouTube now. She don't care.
Hmm.
For some reason I thought this header flexed a lot more. Why'd it miss that spot?
Probably Giants physics.
No,
Yeah,
this is
I wish
the
they
one
would've fixed it.
Jaden did up. That like,
Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
I'm still
I wish they
thinking
would've
Giants
fixed
physics.
Yeah, I wish they would have fixed that since then. Because I know in real life, those, the newer ones, the headers would ride along the terrain a little bit, so that way you don't have to miss things like that. Unless you hit a rock, then you got to raise the header up so you don't shove a rock into the combine.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason why I don't play with field stones on. Because I picked up enough rocks in my lifetime. I'm not picking up them in the game.
Yeah, shoot, that's not the sort of stuff a rock picker gets.
To be honest, I think. Go ahead.
What?
I didn't mean it.
No, you're good,
Oh, okay. Well, I was about to say, I think granted, yeah, rock picking is one thing, but in my opinion, I don't want to spend countless hours picking up rocks in the field before I have to go out there and plant. So that's why I always turn that setting off.
Yeah, that setting's never on in a save game.
Same with weeds. I mean, it depends on what you want to do. If you don't own a lot of land, then I guess it'll be fine because you got Rooster mods. It's like, what's that? The 825 7-row row crop cultivator. It's
Rotary
perfect.
hoe.
Well, I was talking about the row crop.
Oh,
cultivator.
yeah, that's the 400, sorry.
Yeah, things like that. If you're trying to stay true to like 80s or 90s, you want to still use that. If you don't own a lot of land and not too much big fields, I can understand it gives a lot more enjoyment to do that. But when you own a lot of land, you just don't want to waste all that time doing it. That's why I always turn that setting off if I own almost the entire map when it comes to big scale farming.
Yeah.
I just wish Giants would have had that feature again. When you're spreading chopped straw in the back, it goes the same width as your header, like they did back in the older farm sim games.
I agree with you, but that is based on combine, based on modder.
Yep.
So
Go ahead.
that's kind of like this. The straw you see out the back now is based on Thunder and not per combine. It is kind of still base per combine, but he did a lot better job. It is also the same as chopped straw was. I shouldn't say same. It's similar to what chopped straw was.
Yeah.
And he refined that better. So I don't necessarily think it's based on your header size, because even in real life it's based on the combine. Now that's why these 2388s have a shroud there, so it doesn't go out so far. But that's me.
Well, yeah. It ain't like it wasn't like when the Deutz Alice Gleaner combine first started coming up with that natural chaff spreader, which was a new feature added to those combines. It had a separate paddle spinner. I think that was a 2-paddle, and the main one would be a 4, so you could adjust that to whatever width header size you have.
Mm.
They had that available, and I think they did that also on the Series 2, but they didn't. I've seen most of the Series 2 don't have that separate paddle spreader. They just have the main one, and ever since then they just stuck to the same design as the Alice Chalmers N series had.
I used to be able to adjust my cruise control. That mod don't work in the game. Dang it. Or MMP, I guess.
I just know as between the when they started introducing the R40 and R50, they only had the regular Ford paddle spinner. They didn't have the extra separate 2 paddle spinner on them.
Oh no. Oh no. Because that's what my dad's Deutz Alice one had. Single spreader out the back.
Yeah, because those were brand new in the time. They were brand new combines at the time to take the place of the L3, M3, and F3.
Mm-hmm. Ethan, you must be talking about the old MPK soil mod. Because if we had something that extensive again, I'm right there with you, man.
I think they had that back in 15 and 17, if I believe.
15 for sure. I don't know if it ever got brought over to 17.
It probably did, but I don't remember what. I think it might have been one of the American Eagle modding maps, because I know they would put on the stuff in those maps.
The only time I remember seeing that mod was in FS15 on Daggerman's Naveswell series, which I have probably watched 6 times on rewind at this point.
It's, dude, that mod was the shiz. It brought in that so much of realism, and I played with it a bit back in 15, but it's the same thing for like seasons. I didn't touch seasons in 17, but then in 19 I started playing with it, and it was 19 I really got into it, and now I can't play without it. So it's just as you keep developing everything with the game, and then you get used to it, and then it goes, boop, new game. Nope, sorry, not for you.
It's kind of like the soil management mod back in 13 and 15.
Mhm.
They had those in. They had those for a while. I think that was the one they had in Hydrus in there at one point, if I remember right.
That's the one we're talking about. It had a bunch of, you had to have the NPK and all that stuff just right. You had your line that needed to be just right. You could put down anhydrous. That mattered on top of your liquid nitrogen that you'd put down. That's the stuff that we need to bring back.
Yeah, they should. Because that makes it more realistic, and I think you might even agree, because in Iowa they do things like that.
Oh yeah. The
They do it
the anhydrous ready add-on brought a lot of features to the game, but it broke, and they can't find anybody to help them get it back up and going. Which
Yeah.
I would like to see that one come around again too, because it did change precision farming quite a bit there.
Oh yeah, because after you get done harvesting your bean field, the first thing you want to do is just put anhydrous down at the right application before you have to get into spring plant.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they did around here right after they got done the beans in, and I could tell when they did it because I could smell the stuff from miles away.
Yeah, you did that before it warmed up too much, because anhydrous likes cold weather, and it makes it stick to the ground better because it's a liquid until it hits oxygen. Once it hits the oxygen, it turns to a gas. So that's why if you can get it in the ground and get it closed up before it really hits much oxygen, it stays in as a liquid.
The only bad thing is they like to do it on a windy day, and I remember back in 2020 reinforcing my front porch that the farmer across the road, he put it down while we were working, and it was windy that day.
Oof.
Yeah, we had to immediately stop and get inside.
Oh, I know. It's bad. Try to be in the one that puts it down, and the wind's blowing back right at you, and you're putting it in, and you're like, I got a half a mile road to go. How long can I hold my breath?
especially when that stuff leaks. You're not gonna have any chance of escaping that stuff.
Ethan, just to let you know, Thunder's working on his own version of stuff. And that is like one big reason why I wish they would stop changing the game around so much. Every update breaks a lot of Lua script mods, and every update brings a lot of crap forth. So therefore, Thunder has to go back through and fix all of his other mods on an update rather than just focusing on the one mod he's got. And Giants really did that ever since they broke away from their publisher. It never used to be like that. It used to be they didn't update any of the Lua stuff until the next game.
I
So
could have swore they. Go ahead.
it helped out a lot, but now Thunder has a few works. If you guys get his Patreon, I think it's like $10 for his top tier, which means you get a test a little bit sooner and you get more help, and then $5 a month for his lower tier, which means you gotta wait a little bit longer to get the mods and you don't get as much help from them, which in respect, the guys that are having the tier 2 should have all the kinks worked out of it, so you really shouldn't have to worry about much issues with the scripts and stuff. So for $10 a month, you can help this guy pump out some really neat mods. I mean, we already got State Controller, Unit Convert, and the placeable one, and a bunch of others. It's just when we're down to one guy that will listen to the community. I wish GTX. I don't know if GTX has a Patreon or not.
He doesn't. He's pretty off the radar.
He's another
Kinda
good one that needs to be opened up and brought back, I would say, because the script mods are what make the game.
Especially with the object storage script mod he put out a while back.
Mm-hmm.
That made it work with Lazy E's bail barns at the time until I think the newest update that came out kind of broke some.
Oh, that's when Giants brought their own object
Yeah, I
storage
know.
in.
Yeah, and it works, but I had a problem with that updated barn that Lazy E put out, the latest one he did, and I was trying to get my bales out of there, and every time I tried to get a bale out, it went back in.
Mm. Whose
So,
feeder is that one there, Derry?
It's a reskin of a Russian thing out of 15 with Udem.
Chris Dale. Chris Dale off Old School Farming.
Yeah, Hawkeye.
Yeah, I never downloaded that. He even did a reskin of a baler in that same brand.
I'll have to go get that one because it's a nice little one.
He
Yeah,
even
we just
did,
don't have a lot of good little ones, which is why I've got it.
Right?
He even reworked the Comfort King case tractor. He did the 1030 and the 930 that was originally from 13 EU Dendon, and it looks pretty decent. I haven't downloaded it yet.
I think it's missing gauges, but other than that, it looked pretty good. I've got it. It's somewhere in here.
I actually remember the mod Arthur back in FS13 days that modeled it. He was like top notch.
Yeah, for the time, like, I think, wasn't it Old Iron 1214 or something?
Jughead back in 13, and then Old Iron 1234 started taking his mods and did some stuff to them in FS17, and that's when we had those Old Iron packs.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then people converted them to 19, and they weren't UDEM'd or anything. I mean, they still functioned, but it didn't look right. People still like to do it like that way for FS22, and I'm just shaking my head. It's like, I understand you want to convert it and get it to work in game, but you got to realize that it doesn't look very decently enough without UDEM.
Oh, yeah. Well, guys, for my review on this whole Track IR for Farm Sim, it is a nice feature. It takes quite a while to get used to it, and got to remember that you move, it's going to move your camera also. So it's just one of those I got to be more still, which I have it set up on my flight stick really easy on one of the toggles, and it's the same thing on the SimTask stick nowadays, that you can move your camera real easy without having to reach over to your mouse. So it's just one of those, I don't think it was worth it. I haven't played it in ATS, which I think it'll come true in ATS a lot, because I don't have a nice, on my shifter, I don't have another knob to move my camera around and everything, which would be a really cool feature if, I think, Thrustmaster, somebody came out with, even Turtle Beach or something like that. But as of for right now, I know the stream got cashed out pretty bad there, and I see I got quite a few guys here. But I'm gonna hop off, get some supper. I hope to be back around 7:30, and we'll run tonight streaming some more Carol here and messing around. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll catch you guys later.